Hello, this teddygaming here, and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tales of a TMNT Volume 2, Issue number 14, Loops Part 2. So yeah, with the last issue, I was a bit confused with the whole 4 versions of Leo barely looking any different, but this issue, it was a bit easier I want to say, but not much easier, but at least I could tell them a little bit apart, but you know, overall, this whole issue was actually really disappointing for conclusion for the story, and I think the reason for that is just because the whole story itself is just boring, and I wish I could say that I wanted to enjoy this, and I really did want to enjoy it, but there's a lot of stuff in this one. It's just like, yeah, I don't care about the monkey, I don't care about the time trial bit, they could do more with the 4 versions of Leonardo, but they don't. It's just disappointing. Okay, so the actual story itself, we did pick up right where we left off with the Leonardo fighting the cat guy thing. So all 4 Leonardos jump in and start to fight them, and it's an interesting bit because do get to see future Leonardo. He reveals a little bit about his sword. So his sword somehow has electric abilities from Donatello, and it was a birthday present for his 100th birthday, which I'm quite surprised at. And here we do give like the big shock that Leonardo just want to take like last minute one, which I must admit I was quite surprised by that, just because like Leonardo's never really like felt like the character that would be like that. And also not to mention that people do make up the theory that basically Spinner gave Leonardo the sword just so that he can kill people. So you know, it just seems all really weird, but it's an interesting thing, which I do like they are giving like some backstory behind all of it. So that was interesting there. But the actual fight itself feels just okay, I want to say. It's just one of those things that just happened, really. I wish I could say a lot more interesting, great things about it, but I just can't. It's just one of those things that just happened. I think mainly just because I don't care about the villains in this issue, and the Turtles don't really have like much of a good like bouncing off connection and stuff like that. So it felt like it was just like something that just happened. But then it gets weird because we do get to see a big gorilla. He comes out and he's chained up by this woman, and the monkey starts to attack the turtles and he can talk, but the story doesn't really go anywhere. It's just that Turtles ask him, oh yeah, you know, like dude, like come on, come over to our side, we can fight them. And he's like, no, you know, basically these people could kill me. And that's pretty much about it for this part of the story, which yeah, it's just okay, I want to say, but again, it's not really too much I can really say here. It's just other than just, yep, it's okay, it's a thing that happened. But then in the next scene, we do get to see the Turtles talking to the king about the monkey baby. And the king basically thinks that this is like too funny to be true. So he takes the Turtles to the monkey and asks what they have to offer him. And Leonardo shows him the gem which the monkey gave him in the last issue. And the king throws away because it's of like, no worth. But one of the nannies there picks it up and gives it to the monkey. Now this monkey, believe it or not, is actually the same monkey as the one in the dimensional thing from the last issue and issue number 4. So it's like one of those kind of things where it's just like, it's cool that like, they're doing this for like Circle of Life and kind of things like that, which is cool, but at the same time, it's this character which we don't have any connection towards him, so it just feels like really weird and just so boring. And then the monkey comes back to life as the new form in the baby form, and then starts to reveal his whole backstory, which I won't lie, it was so boring and something which I really want to skip by. But the brief version is basically the monkey's father. He died because of the king. He killed him, and now raising the monkey. And the monkey wanted to escape the palace, but he couldn't, so he went into the dimension, and he's been there ever since. That's all they had to really say, but yeah, they spread out for a whole page, and it was boring. So in the last bit, we do get to see the monkey gets the turtles and tells them to go off and fight the palace and fight everyone. And they do that, they get the monkey involved, the big monkey from earlier, and he's fighting, and I guess they win. Yeah, I think they did. I'm not too sure because I mean, I only read this like a few minutes ago, but it was that point that I've already forgotten it already. But I'm pretty sure we did win. So then after that, we do get to see the monkey. He sends them all home, sort of. And I do find this bit here to be pretty interesting because the younger Leo, he somehow arrives in a museum and seeing like a like drawn on the wall of the monkey being killed. So Yep, that was fun. Then we do get to see the 15-year-old Leonardo. He's in the sewer having a daydream. The 44-year Leonardo is having a daydream as well. He's also thinking basically, oh yeah, this is just one bad daydream. And he's also thinking about he's going to go see now and all that. But also at the same time, you would think that at that age, after seeing a dream twice, you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, maybe this is real and all that. And also not to mention, he just like did it again. So it just seems weird there. And then we do get to see the future Leo. He's somewhere and he's sad that he won't be able to see the monkey again. But I'm pretty sure he can because the monkey's like now living for real now. So you never know. It's just one of those really weird, confusing bits. But I won't lie, it was pretty interesting to see how all the Leonardos reacted to all of it. And I think it was pretty really interesting with how they did like go around it. And yeah. So overall for this story, and just like this whole story in general, it is just boring, one of the worst ones I've read so far. And I think the main reason comes down to it is just that there's no real connection to the monkey, the demon thing, whatever it's called. There's no connection to that character, so this whole thing about Leonardo going out and trying to save him just seems weird and just seems like pointless really, because again there's no connection to his character, so it just feels really weird. And then the other thing which I think also is a big letdown for this issue is the fact that this issue really heavily leans on the fact that it's 4 Leonardos from 4 different times. And you would think that's like pretty cool to see that, because I think that would be like a really interesting story to tell. But we do get this story here and it is just so boring, just because they don't really do anything with the fact that they have 4 Leonardos there and they don't interact or anything. So it just feels like Leonardo is just there, but they somewhat have a slightly different personality trait in each of them. So it just seems weird that they have them there but don't actually do anything, and I think that's the most annoying part about this issue and this whole story in general. And then even with this whole issue itself, it was okay. It's just again like those problems are like really prominent here, and yeah, most of the time I just don't really care for majority of this stuff. So I'm glad that this story is over, and I can't wait for the next one. But I just wish that they did a lot more on this issue. But like with the last issue, I do feel like the artwork for this one was still really great and amazing. A bit hard to tell the different Leonardos apart, except from like the line work in their faces and all that, but oh god, it's so annoying because I really like the artists, but you know, they've been put on this issue and it's just like, it's really hard to say a lot of good things about them despite them working on this issue, so yeah, oh boy. But yeah, I feel like overall this issue, it needs some big improvements to really help move this story forward and actually have a better connection towards characters and also improve interactions with characters. But I think if it did do like improve that, then this like whole issue would be better, but I can't say much more than that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's gonna be it for today guys. If it wasn't, please share, like, subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.